Hello there, this is Jared Thayer, and today I'm going to be, for my career presentation, discussing what it takes to really become a high school teacher. This is what I've always wanted to be when I grew up, and is where I'm aiming my goals right now. So before we get into the nitty-gritty, some important information regarding this is that I personally work already as a daycare teacher, so I already have a lot of the skills, such as this list says, help children with social and emotional development, and make sure that I can identify signs of emotional or developmental problems. These types of ideas carry on from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade and beyond, even into college. There's safe and rewarding work conditions, so in the sense of I am able to work with my students and understand them personally and how we can work together to get them where they want to be education wise. According to this list, it does say that a entry-level education is high school diploma or above. However, in Florida, it is required that teachers at least have a bachelor's level degree. So I'm already well on my way there. Personally, I'm in the Fuse program right now, and I should have my associates by the end of May if everything goes according to plan. And the national annual salary range, according to this list, is $17,000 $490 and to $32,780. This is yearly. So, but we'll see later that I was able to find some more accurate prices. So, what is a high school teacher? The reason I have chosen this career is because I already have the skills to enter this profession. This will also give me the chance to try new things. With weekends off, I will be able to formulate new ideas for students to learn. I have a personal interest in film, so allowing students to create films based on what is being taught could allow students to learn better. Summers off allow for me to also make my own films. So essentially, a high school teacher is someone who, in essence, it's in the name, teaches their students. For me, during the weekends and any time that I'm not in the classroom, would essentially be me formulating new ideas and trying to figure out how I can differ and be more unique than other teachers that are already there at the school. So, for instance, in this little example of allowing children to create films based off of what they're learning could be beneficial. For instance, my English teacher, when I was in high school, she allowed us to make films and different shorts based off of our readings, such as Shakespeare. So we were able to take a unique, different approach to it than we would in a normal classroom environment. All right, so I was able to also find three different entry job levels. The first one is in Lake Alfred, Florida. All of these jobs are in Florida, as that's where I'll be staying. And for the first one, it is language arts teacher for English 4 and English 2 level at the Discovery Academy of Lake Alfred. The gross income is $48,000 per year and a take-home biweekly check of $1,846.15. I will be going more in depth as to what these jobs are and what they entail, but for now, this is the basic information that we need. All right, for my second job, it's in Riverview, Florida, so a little bit closer. It would be a English high school teacher at the Kids Community College Public Charter School, and I did more research on them, which I will discuss later. The gross income is $45,000 per year and a take-home pay biweekly of $1,730.80. All right, and for my last job, it would be in Kissimmee, Florida, as a middle and or high school English teacher at Victory Charter Schools with a gross income of $50,000 per year and a take-home pay biweekly of $1,923.08 because we need to be very specific. All right, so quick comparison between the two schools. First, focusing on Discovery Academy of Lake Alfred, they do offer AP and college credit courses. So already this is a step above the different types of schools around the area. I personally went to a charter school and they also offered AP and college credit classes, so I'm already aware of how those work and how they function. A student-teacher ratio for both of them is 18 to 1, which is the uh, America's average, so that makes sense. And then overall, positive reviews from everyone. They all seem to have a basic understanding of that this is a school and that teachers want to see their students succeed in any way that they can. And then a financial highlight, which I cited at the very end of this presentation, is that the school's net position at June 30th, 2017 is approximately $1.7 million. So they are doing very well financially. All right, now switching, oh, sorry about that. Now switching sides over to the Kids Community College Public Charter School. They have about 20 teachers, and once again, student-teacher ratio of 18:1. The reviews here did suffer a little bit, though, with averages of around 3.5 to 4 stars across different areas of reviews. So, like Yelp, GreatSchools.net, all of them. Also, I did forget to mention Discovery Academy. They're unique in the sense that they go from pre-K, or sorry, from 6 weeks to 1-year-olds to all the way to 12th grade. So they do have a very wide selection of different education levels and different areas that you could teach in. So personally, I would be focusing on the high school development, so it would make sense that I would go more that way. However, the job that I've chosen, in the sense of if I were to choose one of these three jobs, was Victory Charter Schools. They seem to have the most benefits in the sense towards me and the students, so it would make sense. I've been following their Facebook page for about a week now, and overall, what they've been posting is about what I would expect of their future with COVID-19, in the sense that this has been the main central point of almost every school, but they are taking the more serious approach than I've seen other schools have, in the sense of they're already starting their registering, which if you can see on the Facebook thing under photos, there's a little picture there. They're already setting up registering. Um, they have signs around the building for social distancing practices, and they are taking the necessary safety precautions in order to make sure that the students are safe and healthy and the teachers are safe and healthy. But they also know that they need to be a little silly here now and then. So they do post national holidays. Their most recent post was about National Mac and Cheese Day, so they do like to have fun. There's teachers saying hello to their past students because, once again, teachers are missing their students. And then they're also taking pictures of sports teams because they also have a very good football team, from what I can see. I'm personally not one that knows a lot about football, but it is nice that they are still connecting with their students. So overall, Victory Charter Schools was the school that looked the most appealing. Focusing more in depth on them, they have, once again, a very safe, nurturing environment for students, teachers, parents, all alike. It also encourages creativity. Creativity is something that I value very highly. So in order to try new things and do different ideas is something that's important to me. They also have the option to teach from anywhere. This was before COVID-19 and all of that. They did have a virtual learning aspect, or you can work on campus. So personally, I'm not sure if I would teach virtual or on campus. However, if I were to teach virtual, it would save me a lot of money, a lot of time, and would possibly be easier for students to learn. There's a good income for my life goals. I've already mentioned the income in a previous slide, but it's good for food and housing, so priorities in order to continue teaching and working there. And then it's also good for my filmmaking. I am taking a minor in film, so film is very important to me. I don't know if you can see behind me, but I have made a film before. I've made a couple of them. So it's very important for me that I still have time to make these films and have a creative outlet while not at school. And then overall positive reviews, as you can see right below my webcam and to the right of the slide, there's been 5-star reviews from the very beginning. As you can see, the bottom review was made in 2014, and then the middle one in 2017, and then the most latest one was in 2018. But all of them are essentially saying the same thing of it's an encouraging place, students are welcome to learn, and it's just an overall nice, safe place. So let's say that the principal called me and said, hey, we would like to interview you for the job. Certain questions that I would expect is, have you ever done a teaching job before coming here? Which I would say, yes. I've worked at a daycare, so I understand how education works. What would you say is your biggest weakness? How do you handle it? It would most likely be time management. But I've been able to figure out different ways to manage this through taking notes and setting reminders and doing all of the necessary things in order to do this. Why our school, I've already covered this in the previous slides, but overall it's safe, nurturing. They seem to take very high standards in their education along with the safety of everyone else during this global pandemic. What do you look for in a classroom, in a school? Mainly just that everyone is safe and that it's able to still teach their students in any way that they can. How would you handle an upset parent, an upset student? Overall, just let them know that whether it be with grades or any way that they're upset, just that we can come to a compromise and that we're able to work through this together. And then how will you differ from other teachers already here? I would have to go to the school in order to understand how these teachers are already teaching, and then I would also be able to learn from them as a result. So it would be taking, like, for instance, my my ideals and taking them with how the school is working as well. All right, finances. This is, again, pretty important if I want to continue working. I did a averaging of my monthly grocery bills, and uh, just as an example from going to Walmart and Publix and all of them. And monthly, my average was around $299.64. So just for fun, we'll just average that up to $300. And then for a monthly phone, cable, and internet payment through Spectrum's triple play package is $99.97. I could possibly even decrease this because I personally don't use the phone and I don't have cable. So I could decrease this to just the internet plan. And then with my monthly gas bill, that's around $98.84. However, as mentioned before, if the virtual path of education is the way that it's going, then it is possible that I could work at home as a teacher, which would save me a lot of money, almost $100. And then if I live close to the school, it's possible that I could also walk and bike from there too. So there's many different ideas of how these finances could change, how they could turn. But as of now, where I currently am and how I'm currently living, these are the prices. So why a high school teacher? I can, as mentioned before, I can apply these skills. I'm very helping other minded kind of idea in the sense that I love to help others achieve their goals and try to work together to find how we can do that effectively. I already have skills that I can apply here. And then three of the really important things to me, as mentioned before, creativity. Creativity, I think, is one of the most powerful tools that people have in the sense of anything that they do, whether they're a plumber or a doctor, creativity is needed in some way or another. Achievement, one of the biggest things that a teacher can look forward to is seeing their students succeed in the sense that they love to see where a student started and where they can get to by the end of the year. And then security, teachers do have a good sense of this is where they are, this is where they're going to be teaching. And a lot of the previous schools that I was looking at had around an 80 to 90% rate of teachers staying for more than 3 years. So they do have a very good security of them teaching there. And then these are the websites that I use. So overall, that was my presentation. Hope you enjoyed.